The PS Mini is absolute garbage, Zuloff. It's terrible. You could go buy a PS2 and several games and use your peripherals for less money. And you could have access to the entire PS1 and PS2 library instead of being stuck at 20 games. Plus, the PS2 can use component cables, so you can still use it with current TVs. There's literally no reason to get a PlayStation Mini. It's silly. There's so many PS1 ports and remasters of PlayStation games, and most people have access to these things. The NES Mini was great because people don't really have access to NES stuff. Nintendo doesn't really do too many ports, and the ports they do are usually on Wii console or Wii U Virtual Console, which aren't as nice because you don't get the same kind of controller. But for PlayStation games, the controller's still the same. You can just go on your PS3 and go buy Legend of Dragoon and play it for $10. No, I still think it's worthless. Even if you wait, and even if they lower the price, I think it's worthless. Why buy a game that why buy a system where you're stuck with 20 games and using their crappy controller and using save states when you can have a regular PlayStation 2 and have access to all the peripherals, all the games, your memory cards, everything? There's just no reason to buy it. There's just literally no reason to buy it. You can go to any used game store anywhere and they have several PS2s lined up for 30 bucks a piece. And it doesn't come with an AC adapter. And the controller doesn't have analog sticks. It's terrible. It's bad and you should feel bad. God, what? I hate this chick. Just let me through. And like I said before, the NES filled a need. The need was a lot of people didn't keep their old NES cartridges because they're giant cartridges and no one wants to keep that crap. And no one wants to go out and buy an NES and try to hook up either composite cables or aux cables to an old TV just to play their NES games. Being able to buy a mini NES with a bunch of games on it and plug it into their HDMI TV and be ready to go is a great idea. But PlayStation, people still play it. It's still around. There's still remasters and ports of it all over the place. There's still plenty of ways to play them. You know, it's not fulfilling a need. And most people saved a lot of PS1 stuff because they're CDs, and CDs are easy to just place on your shelf and keep. NES games are hard to keep because they're big cartridges, and a lot of people don't want to keep them, so they sell them. There is definitely a niche market of people who got rid of their PS1 and want to just buy that thing really quick and play some PS1 games. But it's a very small audience, and they'll be wasting their money. Even the people that the PlayStation Mini will work for, they're still wasting their money. Because they could easily just go buy a PS2. Not to mention that they haven't shown all the games yet, and I'm not impressed. One of the games on there I've literally never heard of. Out of 20 games in the entirety of the PlayStation 1 library, and you pick a game that I've never even heard of. Are you kidding me? Of all the games, Metal Gear, Legend of Dragoon, all of, Final Fantasy, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, all these incredible series that started on the PlayStation. But yeah, it's a waste of money. It's a total waste of money. It's a total cash grab and waste of money. I seriously doubt the PlayStation Mini will be collectible. I would be willing to bet money that no one will ever collect the PlayStation Mini. There's no reason to. It's a worse PlayStation. What cracks me up the most is that the PlayStation 3 is a better PlayStation Mini. Do you understand that? The PlayStation 3 is literally a better PlayStation Mini. It plays all PlayStation games, all PlayStation 1 games, makes its own memory cards, allows you to use a wireless controller that's the same as the original PlayStation 1 controller but lighter. And you can buy ports of any of the popular PlayStation games on the PlayStation 3 store for like $5 a pop. It's literally a better PlayStation Mini. And it also works off an HDMI cord. Like, they already made a PlayStation Mini. It's called the backwards compatibility of the PlayStation 3. It's the same thing, but better. It can also play PlayStation 3 games. Imagine that. I mean, yeah, real talk, if you have a PS3, you do not need a PlayStation Mini. There's no reason to buy it. For $100, you could buy more than 20 PlayStation games. So you could just buy the ones you want. I haven't done this in a long time. I forgot this was even a thing, to be honest with you. When's the last time you did this puzzle? Look at me, I'm clued. Great, a thing I can't use. I forgot this was a dead end. Can I go all the way back now? I'm gonna frickin' faint. 100% I'm fainting. I can't believe they're putting Final Fantasy VII on the freaking PlayStation Mini. Are you kidding me? Could they possibly port... Like, I made the joke that they couldn't port Final Fantasy VII to anything else besides a microwave. Boy, was I wrong. After making the joke that they can't port Final Fantasy VII anywhere else, not only do they port it to the Switch and the Xbox, but now they're porting it to a minier version of the PlayStation. They must have heard me. They must have been like, oh no, Death, we can port this many more times. Just you wait. Just you wait. Is there a piece of technology that the Final Fantasy VII isn't playable on? I don't feel like there is. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on every possible current console. You can play it on PC. You can play it on the Mini. I don't think I'm going to make it out. Don't think we're making it out, because I should have gone up and right, but I feel like I'm not going to make it that way, so I'm trying to go this way, but I think I'm just going backwards at this point. If they include games that are rare and expensive, would you change your mind? No. I will. It's stupid. It's bad and it should feel bad. See, grabbing one for the resale value does not mean it's a good piece of equipment. That just means you're trying to scam their scam. You're trying to use their scam as a scam. Which is fine, but I'm just saying that doesn't make it a good piece of equipment. It makes it garbage. Hey, I might actually make it out. I'm gonna laugh when I faint on my way up. Oh, I might make it. Go, Cloud, go. Yes, we made it. Let me go in here and save. No, I don't need the Alexander materia. He is pretty strong, but I don't think we need him. Bahamut's really all you need. Didn't get added cut either, but I only spend as much time as absolutely necessary up here. Also, I didn't go get spider webs, and I should have. That might actually be a big problem. I might need to, like, cheat in a spider web because I used my last one. And I'm not trying to climb all the way down this mountain. You know what? I'm almost 100% going to have to. Because Schizo, I'm going to need it. So, right now, do we go back down the mountain? Or do we reload our save? Or do we cheat in a spider web? Tell me now. Because if I'm not cheating it in, then I have to reset right now. And we have to go all the way back to Gungaga and fight praying mantises. I do kind of need levels anyways. I could go back. You know what? I'll go back. YouTube already memed me enough the first time I cheated them in, so now they get what they want. Are you happy, YouTube? Are you happy? You're getting what you want. You get to watch me walk all the way back. This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted, YouTube, right? You don't like me to cheat. You want to watch me walk all the way back. Well, here you go. Now you get what you've always wanted. Now I'm going to get all the, wow, I can't believe you wasted all of our time walking all the way back. This is what you wanted, man. This is what you asked for. Yeah, I get, it's kind of funny. It's kind of like a pretty even split between people that are like, wow, I can't believe you wasted all of our time grinding, and then other people that are like, wow, you cheated. It's pretty even. Same amount of people are like, you know, I don't want to watch 5 episodes of grinding, and then the same amount of people that are like, I don't want you to cheat. So I tell you what, I'll walk all the way back, get the spider webs, trash them, and then cheat some in. And just make everybody mad. We'll make everyone mad at the same time. Flawless victory. I'll go back, I'll grind a bunch of them, and then I'll sell them, do a dab, and then cheat a bunch in, and then make Cloud level 99. What's up, Mr. Nominee? Hopefully I said that right. Welcome to the stream. And drink a Mountain Dew. A gamer Mountain Dew. One of the game fuel ones. Code Red. Cloud. Stop sucking. If I dab, you'll leave the channel forever. You promise? If you dab, I'll subscribe. Oh my god. I've never seen a sentence that equates to the person writing it being a 12-year-old more than if you dab, I'll subscribe. You've completely convinced me that your age is no higher than 12 with that sentence alone. Wait a second. How old is he? Well, by the powers of deduction, he did say if I dab, he'll subscribe, so we already know less than or equal to 12. I'm just kidding. Well, you said it as a meme, so, but if you said it like for serious, then less than or equal to 12, for sure. What's up, Miss Maggie? Something about scooting around in the tiny Bronco is like so relaxing. It's a nice little scoot around in the tiny Bronco. Just scooting it. Can we? Let's go through here. You don't know what a dab is? Wait a second. What year were you? What? How? I don't believe you. Dat tutorial. Dat dab tutorial. I wish I was ignorant to what the dab was. But it's not just social media. Like, you'd have to actually, like, avoid every human being under the age of 18. In order to completely dodge the dab. Zuno with that beautiful brand new sub. My man, welcome to the crew. Enjoy your fun figure emotes and that beautiful green materia badge. Thanks so much, my man. hit the Windows key on accident. The Windows key makes Cloud pause in mid-walk, but the music keeps playing. It's kind of weird. As someone under 18, that's extremely offensive to me. Good. I'm glad it's offensive. Being offended by me making fun of the dab is the first step to recovery. Small disclaimer, I do not actually hate the dab. I just don't do it myself because I'm not 18. But, like, it's okay if you like to dab. If dabbing is one of your favorite pastimes, by all means continue to dab. Dab on them haters, you know. I'm not a dabber. Sorry to say, I've never dabbled in the dab. Nah, dab is trash, KYS. Alright. I think that sums it up. Sums it up quite nicely. I think it's possible to get one power source with the cursed ring timer. Oh yeah. Well, I could just go morph the tanks and get as many as I wanted. I'm just not using any. I'm not using any sources this run as an added challenge. But if you were doing this yourself, you could go grind power sources a bunch. And you'd be doing a ton of damage with the cursed ring included. Ah, his power's used up. What's up, Cogna? We talked about a mod we're making. We talked about the PlayStation Mini sucking. We talked about my Evil Land speedrun. Talked about a good amount of stuff. I'd actually like to learn Frog Song, but I don't know if he's going to use it. Without us sitting here and waiting. Death, oh my god, your stream is so boring. All you do is grind spider webs. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Once you get the morph materia, you can literally just go to Gungaga and farm as many power sources as you want and make the game extremely easy. A lot of people don't think of that because they figure like, oh, the Sunken Galnica is where you get all the sources. But you can just go get power sources and guard sources. You can get guard sources in Nibelheim. I think it's guard sources. So, like, you can make the game incredibly easy right after you go to the Temple of the Ancients and get morph. If you really want to. Oh, I'll never get bored of spiderweb grinding. It's you guys I'm worried about. I never get bored of playing this game, so I could just sit here and play it all day. I mean, when I'm alone, yeah, but when I'm just hanging out with you guys, like, I can do whatever, I don't care. I mean, I put the Limit Break Only challenge as one of the things you could vote on. You know I'm not caring about no grinding. If I cared about grinding at all, I would not have put the Limit Break Only challenge as a possibility. You have any idea how much grinding is involved in that? Oh, sweet. Got the steal first try, got the death blow first time. Alright, I got 7. I'll do like a few more, but we shouldn't need that many, honestly. You know, I actually don't... No. Genova Death plays Genova music, right? But we'll have to change the music for Schizo. So I might actually have to edit the game and change the music for Schizo. What should we change the music to? Should I do like Birth of a God or something? Or should I just do like some meme song like the Chocobo music? Eris's theme? That'll fit. One-Winged Angel, that'd be pretty epic. Just walk into Schizo and suddenly One-Winged Angel is playing. Borneo's music. I should just pick a random song without me knowing what it is. Let me go to the bathroom really quick, and then we'll edit the game, and then we'll do the thing. Be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Meow. Alright. So for those of you that don't know, YouTube is incorrectly grabbing my videos for copyrights because of the boss music in Final Fantasy VII, when in reality they actually think that it is a metal cover done by a different band. So basically it's like I wrote a song and then someone else did a cover of my song, and then a third person said, hey, stop stealing that guy's song. That's basically what's happening to me. So, in order to get around that, we are going to take out the boss music and make it something else. So we're going to go to the room where we fight ya boy. And we are going to go into here. Should be in set music, 1 for next battle. Where is execute script 3 in group black? So in here should be where's the actual boss fight? Activate random battle, that's weird. Shouldn't be there. Is it in cloud? No. I think it's in here. Here it is. Set music number 2 for next battle. This should be it because it does set 2 for next battle. Start battle 740, which should be Schizo. So we're going to edit this. And we're going to make it music something. How about 7? Why not? See what happens. Nobody look up what music 7 is. We'll just let it be a surprise. What's up, Suna? Good to see you, dude. Did I... I hope it's a juicy song. Oh, wrong way. I'm just not having good luck on my my tiny Bronco today. Keep going the wrong way. I'm still going the wrong way. You need to go this way. One can hope it's the Corneo theme. It was set to battle music, so I don't know if it's actually pulling from all the music. It might only be pulling from the battle music. But we'll see, I guess. It's Banana Phone. Every room has a pool of songs, although we might not even get a song at all. Yeah, so we might not actually get a song then, if they only load in the songs in each room, which actually that makes sense, that they would only load in the songs necessary for that room. So they probably only loaded in the music that normally plays in the cave, and then regular battle music, and then the boss music, so... we might not get anything. What's up, Anaboli? I guess we'll see what happens. Emerald is always in the sea. As soon as you get the sub, you can go fight Emerald. He's always there. I mean, I guess technically, he's probably not there. Actually, you know, we could test that. What would happen if you got the sub before you did the scene where all the weapons come out of the North Crater? Would he still be there? Technically, there's no way to get the sub before that happens, so they could just spawn him in at all times. Could it crash if you refer to a non-loaded song? Yes. That may very well happen. Yeah, my guess is that Emerald is always down there, because there'd be no reason for them to remove him. Sometimes game developers will remove something until it needs to be there to save on space, but since you never go underwater, that would never be really needed. What is the most amount of enemies in one battle? I believe 6. On the tracks going to Mount Coral. Either that or potentially more than 6 during the Bizarro Sephiroth fight, because I think there's some hidden enemies in that fight. Like, there's some hidden enemies that don't exist, but they exist in the game code. I'm not sure about that, but I think there is. There's like the head, and then the arms, and then the core, and then I think there's like another hidden enemy that like revives everything. I'm not sure though. Oh, and the stomach, which is the actual part you have to kill. That's not including New Threat, though. New Threat has a bunch of enemies in some of the fights. New Threat has a fight where you fight with all your characters, too. There's like 6 characters on the screen, and then Yuffie. What's up, Daycon? What's up, Magic Man? I think you've been here, but I forgot to say hi. Sapphire is his official name. I don't remember where they released that name officially, but somewhere they did. Probably in the Ultimisia guide, because that's where everything is announced. So like Gordo said, there's a hidden script in the background that keeps track of how long the parts have been dead. A lot of times when there's hidden scripts in this game, they're coded as enemies because it's just easier for the game to keep track of like an enemy in the field rather than a hidden piece of code. So, because this game was programmed like a giant HTML document, so everything needs to be in something. So everything has to be like operated by something else. You can't just say like, oh, there's a code in this fight that makes, you know, everyone big or something. You have to like code in like an enemy whose sole purpose is to like do that code. At least a lot of the time you do. I should save. Basically, this game is a giant piece of duct tape. That's all you have to know. It's a secret. I never thought of it, but if you dodge that punch, you should have the ability to like find Elena there somewhere. And she's just like laying in the snow or something. That'd be cool if you could save her. Like she was laying in the snow and you could like save her. And then when you fight the Turks later, she's like nicer to you or something. She like throws an elixir on you and Rude and Reno are like, "The heck are you doing?" What's up, Daycon? Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Holy cow. Thanks, man. If it's coded so terribly, then how do you think the PS1 Mini will go? Bro, they've coded this game so many... They've ported this game so many different times. They're literally just going to take the PS4 port and throw it on the PS Mini. Or they'll just take the Steam port, or they'll just take the old PS1 port that they've ported to the PS3. Do you understand that they have the ability to put Final Fantasy VII on anything? They have the original source code, they have the PS3 port, they have a PS4 port, they have the Steam port, they have an iOS port. They could just take any of them, whichever one they want, and just plop it on there. It will most likely be the PS3 port, actually, because they're going to want to keep the aesthetic of the PS1 game. They're not going to want to put on the newer looking version. So if you want to play Final Fantasy VII, but worse, go ahead and buy that PS1 Mini. If you ever wanted to play Final Fantasy VII, but you want it to look as garbage as it used to on the PS1, and not have any of the new features, well then do I have a $100 deal for you. I've said it once and I'll say it again, the Steam version of this game is the best version. If you think that the original PlayStation 1 version is better, then you're just wearing nostalgia glasses. I dare you to go play the Steam port and then go try to play the PS1 version. You'll be like, good lord, this looks awful, and good lord, my magic defense doesn't work, and good lord,
that's it.
Everything loads really
I've come
slow.
Up with a new recipe.
Think of the 115 bits, Twiggy. That tree was for you.
What am I gonna do?
What am I gonna do? Think of the 101. Why do I always go this way? This is a terrible way to go. The PS4 version is okay, if you don't mind the terrible FPS on the world map. The PS4 version's alright. And the fact that X is confirmed and you can't change it. Some people like that, but regardless, it's nice to be able to change it. If you play the Steam version, it can be whatever you want. You could make confirm freaking mouse click, whatever you want. Does magic defense really make much of a difference? Not really. Not really casually. Excuse me. I'm having issues with my nose. Sorry. You have to hear me, like, swallow my own snot. It's gross. I hate being sick. I'm gonna go get added cut this time because reasons. So magic defense doesn't make a huge difference casually until the very end of the game, because you don't really get a lot of armor that has a lot of magic defense. The first armors you start to pick up that have a ton of magic defense are the Bolt Armlet, the Fire Armlet, and the Aurora Armlet. But those have immunity to certain elements. So a lot of times you're just taking advantage of the immunity, so it doesn't matter what the magic defense is. And then the next big time that it makes a difference is all the way at the end of the game when you get like the Minerva Band and the Mistile. And at that point, a lot of bosses aren't actually using magic attacks because Proud Cloud doesn't and Hojo really doesn't. So it comes into effect all the way at the very end when you fight Genova and she uses Ultima on you. That's like the one big time where it's like, wow, this magic defense makes a big difference. I think I went the wrong way for added cut. I can't remember exactly where it is. I thought it was that way, but so yeah, that's the one big time where it's like, oh boy, magic defense is awesome. I just realized I think that potion is also infinite. But, you know, past that, magic defense is kind of a big deal. A lot of the high-level equipment has a lot of magic defense, and that equates to 0 on the original game. And that's a big difference. That's a big difference from, like, 80. From 80 to 0, that's a big jump. At least went in a big circle, by the way. I could have swore added cut was that way. I guess I'm crazy. It's been a hot minute. It's not that way, and it's not that way. I thought it was that way. I wouldn't think it's this way. This is Alexander. Oh my god. How do I get 2 fights that close together? Okay, so it is this way. I'm crazy. It's right here. I knew it was off that screen, but I could have swore it was south. So yeah, this is... I mean, you could grab added cut and then grab the steam at the same time. And then go to the house and then come back and get Alexander. That would be the best route to get everything. I don't think I'm going to get out. I think I'm going to faint on this screen. Does that glitch apply to M barrier? No, it's only... Magic defense still works fine. It's just armor that gives you magic defense. It instead is all set to 0. So you just get nothing from armor in terms of magic defense. Yeah, I made it. But regular magic defense still works. Like, your regular magic defense stat still works. And Spirit still works, so if you equip, like, what is it, the Talisman, like, that still gives you magic defense. It's just specifically armor that gives you a magic defense stat. So, like, the Wizard Bracelet is garbage, other than the materia slots it gives you. And, there's another one that gives you, like, a bunch of magic defense, but, like, no materia, and that thing's useless, too, on the original copy of the game. What's up, SSJ? Just type in !challenge or click that link that just appeared in the chat there. You can learn all about the challenge. What's up, General? Not the penguins. Yeah, now let me trash all my spider webs and cheat some in. The Zydric is still pretty good in the original game because even though you don't get the magic defense from it, you still get the have all elements from it. And every magic attack in the game is elements except the specific non-element attacks like Shadow Flare. But yeah, you know, any attack is an element, so... The Zydric is just freaking broken. The Zydric is just ridiculous. It halves all elements, and everything in this game is an element except the few attacks that say no element on them, and that includes regular attacks. Regular attacks are either cut, slash, hit. There's like 4 different regular elements that attacks are, but they all count as elements, so Zydric halves all of them. Yeah, Zydric even halves hidden. It halves everything in the game except stuff that literally says non-elemental attack. Everything else it has. So that's why it's so strong. You know, Emerald Weapons, Emerald Shoot is shoot element, so it halves that. His smash attack is hit, I think, so it halves that. Emerald Beam is percentage, so it doesn't matter. Air Tam Storm is always the same as well, but the eyeballs are all shoot, so they get halved. Everything that Emerald does gets halved, except Air Tam Storm and Emerald Beam. Do any NPCs have non-elemental attacks? Ultimate Weapon has Shadow Flare. Ruby Weapon has Shadow Flare. There's a couple other ones. You know, off the top of my head, I actually don't know what element Ultima is. I want to say it's non-element, but I could be wrong. But yeah, they have a few. But most of the time, you'll be having everything with the Zydric. Did I go the wrong way again? No, this is right. Does Elemental Support Materia work with Master Magic? Yes. Everything works with Master Magic. You can Final Attack Master Magic, you can MP Turbo it, you can MP Absorb it. Anything you want works with it. If you use Final Attack Master Magic, it picks a random spell, which can be kind of cool sometimes. What's my favorite Ultima animation? This one, actually. I've always loved the Ultima animation in this game. I don't actually use it very often, but I just love the sound effect it makes. It sounds so powerful. I love how it, like, breaks the screen. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting Bad Breath. The only issue is I might lose this fight. Oh my god! Cloud dodged it. How did... What a wizard. Do I have a remedy? I should. Oh shoot, I don't think I do. Dang, I thought I did. No! I can't believe Cloud dodged that. Nah, we're not gonna win this. I'm gonna run out of time. Kinda wanted to learn that bad breath, but... oh well. Yeah, I guess we'll just do them all. Yeah, Master Magic's a little weird when it comes to the elemental because Master Magic itself has no element. It doesn't have, like, all elements. It has no element. Because, like, in the menu, it's not anything. It's just, like, a empty green materia. So, it gives you protection against hidden element. The same way that, like, enemy skill does. Where if you put, wait, does it give you protection against hidden or non-elemental? Hidden. Yeah, that's right. And then Shadow Flare's non-elemental, so it won't give you protection against Shadow Flare. They'll give you protection against, like, Ultima Beam, which is hidden element. Where did my... oh, we got silenced. Redo. Alright, this time don't get sadness. Use beta, please. Use beta, please. What's up, Moon? Welcome to the stream, man. Ultima Beam is hidden, and apparently Ultima is hidden as well, someone said. I wasn't sure what Ultima was. Welcome to the Death Dimmadome. What's up, Too Legit to Quit? Welcome to the crew, dude. Glad you enjoyed my video about the weapons. That was perfectly timed. Right when we won the fight. Twerky with a 15-month resub. My man, welcome back. 15 months in a row, my dude. Thank you so much for the support. What's up, Drage? Just reached the Temple of the Ancients. Any tips? Go to, what is it, 7 o'clock? 7 or 8 o'clock on the giant clock room. Pick up Eris's staff and give it to her, and then win the game. I think it's like 7 o'clock. Go to all the rooms on that clock face. They're all good. Also, save the game after fighting the dragon. A lot of people leave that dragon fight and don't save, and they have to do the dragon fight again. But you can save in between the dragon fight and the next fight. Oh, you don't have the key? Yeah, you need to go get the key. You need to go to Golden Saucer and go to the battle arena, and then go through the door on the right.